The night was so thick you could stir it with a stick in our friendly, peaceful town, when an evil whisper blew in like a wind that made the man in the moon to frown. It slithered in someone's back door and through the telephone lines, but when it reached the church house steps, a chill went down my spine.
Look out for the monster tongue. It preys on the old and the young. It's set on the fire of hell. When it strikes, no one can tell. It could be right behind your back to launch a sudden sneak attack.
Something wicked this way comes.
Attack of the monster tongue.
Dude, did you see David Hodges' face? Looks like he got in a fight.
No kidding. Really, Billy Bob. Wow. Hey, Jim. Did you see what David's face looked like at church? Yeah, I heard that he got in a fight at work.
Hey, Chuck. This is Jim. Don't tell anyone, but David Hodges has been picking fights with people at the 7.
Hey, Maynard, this is Chuck. I'm not supposed to say anything, so I'm only going to say this once. David Hodges got fired from his job at the Sev for fighting with customers.
Look out for the monster tongue. It preys on the old and the young. It's set on the fire of hell. When it strikes, no one can tell. It could be right behind your back to launch a sudden sneak attack.
Something wicked this way comes.
Attack of the monster tongue.
Well, thanks for coming over, Maynard. So is it true what they say? David Hodges is a cocaine-addicted gang member who got fired from his job at the Sev for carjacking? Well, that's what they say. Hello?
Hey, Billy Bob, you know that vicious rumor about David Hodges? Well, he found out who started it, and he's gonna confront him.
Well, that tongue had a sharp and deadly edge, and it spread some vicious lies. But we used the two-edged sword of the Spirit to cut it down to size. When it saw us filled with truth and love, its monstrous heart turned chicken. That day we used the Word of God to give that tongue a licking.
Look out for the monster tongue. It preys on the old and the young. It's set on the fire of hell. When it strikes, no one can tell. It could be right behind your back to launch a sudden sneak attack.
Something wicked this way comes.
Attack of the monster tongue.
I'm David Hodges. It happened to me and it can happen to you.
Look out for the monster tongue. It preys on the old and the young. It's set on the fire of hell. When it strikes, no one can tell. It could be right behind your back to launch a sudden sneak attack.
Something wicked this way comes.
Attack of the monster tongue.